Hi guys, my name is Marissa Garcia. I am from the United States, from Texas in particular. I grew up here, but I have spent some time abroad. I went to Mexico for about 5 weeks, and that was 3 years ago. I studied abroad there, and then I recently returned from Peru. I spent 3 months there, and I was volunteering at a school. Like I said, I went to Mexico. I am Mexican-American, but I had never been to Mexico before. So it was nice to go there and, get immersed in your own culture and just finally get to see, how people live there. So it was an amazing experience. But also, like I said, I went to Peru. I recently got back from there. Well, not recently anymore. It feels like I just got back. It was from September to December for 3 months, and I volunteered at a school there. The school was more of an after-school type program. The children would go there to get help with their homework, or they would go to basically get away from the streets so that they would have a safe haven type environment to go to. The children would first go, and we would go and break into different classes. If they needed help with tutoring, you would go into that class. If you needed help with kind of like a one-on-one type situation, it was called reforzamiento, which means tutoring, but it was a different room because it was one-on-one. Children would go in there to get help with reading. If they needed to get help with enunciation, if they didn't really know how to pronounce words. I was mainly in that room, so I had fun with that because I like reading, and it was just fun for the kids to read to me there and for me to help them. The other rooms were more fun rooms. There was a game room and there was an art room, which I got to teach at the very end, thankfully, because I absolutely love art, so that was fun for me. After those specific classes, we would get in a huge circle. It was called El Círculo in Spanish, and we would all sit down. It was the volunteers, the director, and the children, of course, and we would go around, and there would be a specific topic for us to talk about, but mainly it was just to give the chance for the children to have a voice. In Peru, you don't really see that the children are created like equally. They don't have a voice there. So it was a nice time for them to say what's on their mind, what they think about certain situations, the society, living in Peru. So that was about 15 minutes a day, and then after that we would break into our different classrooms, and this is where I had my class called Los Tigres, which is tigers in Spanish. They were the youngest class, so that was definitely enjoyable. They didn't listen ever, but that's okay. It was really fun for me to be around them. It was an obstacle because at the very end of the week we had to kind of do a presentation in front of the other classes to show what our specific class learned that week. So let's say 1 week we focused on Christianity, 1 week we focused on nature, just something at the end of the week that showed what we learned. So the younger children would actually do plays or maybe like sing a song, because it was much easier for them to demonstrate that way rather than what the older children would do. But it was definitely fun to be around the younger kids. I definitely think I'm a teacher for the younger kids more than older children. They seem to love me more. I don't know, but it's really, really fun to be around them. I remember before I left, I lived close to the hostel, I left close to the school in a hostel. So all around that type of area, they had different places to eat, like the carts that you would go to and get something to eat. I remember I went down the hill to one cart that was down the hill, and one of the children from school saw me there. He was in my class, actually. His name is Claudio. Him and his sister showed up. She wasn't in my class, but I knew who she was. She was a really sweet girl. But they knew that I was leaving there that week, because the volunteers that teach there don't stay there for very long. They go to Peru maybe just for like a quick trip, or they're traveling through Peru to get to like Bolivia or somewhere else. They just want to give a little bit of their time. So the children are used to teachers not being there for very long. So they knew that I was leaving, and they were asking me when, because they're going to be sad, and they were hugging me and telling me that they're going to miss me, and it's heartbreaking and amazing at the same time, because you realize how much of an impact you have on these kids, and how much, you know, that they're affecting you. And so I had to tell them that I was leaving soon, and it broke my heart. And because they're amazing children. I'll never forget them. I have a picture of my class on my refrigerator right now because I like looking at them, and I hope they're doing really well back in Peru. I had never thought that I would get the experience to do something like that. It was just incredible. And while I was there, I met a girl from Canada. She went to Seoul for a year and she taught there, and that's how I got introduced to South Korea, through her. She had great, positive, amazing things to say about the country. So I researched how to get my teaching English as a foreign language certificate, and I enrolled while I was in Cusco, and I'm finishing up that right now. But it really opened my eyes to wanting to experience life in Asia. I had never, you know, really thought about it before, and she really helped me become familiar with it. So I researched everything after I met her, and knew that South Korea is the place that I want to go to next, and I know that I can have a tremendous impact and have so much fun and have a great experience in South Korea teaching children, and I know that I'll do a great job, and I know that you will not regret hiring me. And so I hope that y'all give me a chance, and I hope to get the chance to go there and experience everything that y'all have to offer. So I hope to hear from you soon, and talk to you later. Bye. Thanks.